Marty and Andrew here from PAX West 2016. Andrew,
Marty.
First thing in the morning, we got to play an hour of Final Fantasy 15.
The first hour.
We did it. Okay, so what did you think? What was sort of the first startling thing?
So the first startling thing is that when you hit new game from the menu, it starts you way late. It starts you what I assume is like towards the end boss of the game, and you have sort of this in medias res moment where you see them much later, much after where the game begins.
And they look significantly older.
Yep, Nox has like a beard.
Yeah.
And
which we found out the game takes place over the course of 10 years, which we didn't realize. So all the stuff you've seen of, them pushing the car and sort of the early level stuff, by the end of the game, they are 10 years older, so I'm imagining they're approaching 30s and everything, which is interesting. It's going to be really interesting to see how the characters evolve over the course of those 10 years.
Yeah, and it's nice that we know very little. I mean, it's honestly like this game got announced a decade ago, and we've seen kind of iterations of it, but we don't really know the full story, and I like that. And
we don't know where Titan fits in with Leviathan, fits in with the Niflheim base infiltration, which I think is really cool. But then we got to, actually go hands-on with the first hour, and one of the things I found really cool is, we went to Japan, we did our 3-part making of, but this is the first time I've really started to sort of understand the mechanics and the intricacies of not only the battle system, but of the upgrade paths. So you have these ability points, and it sort of reminded me each character has sort of like a Final Fantasy X-esque sphere grid. Yeah,
and it's cool because you have a shared pool of AP, and basically like it's each of them can learn something, and you kind of have to make that choice of like, okay, like do I power up Ignis, or do I make Noctis more powerful, or will I have Prompto heal me, or like there's all kinds of little
and the characters have these sort of upgrade paths to where you can work on their magic or their defense or sort of status elements, and so I found that really interesting. And then there's also each character has a specialty skill that sort of exists in the kind of the nature of the world, like
Noctis is fishing.
Yeah, Noctis is fishing.
Prompto is photos.
Yeah.
In case you don't know what a photo is.
That's a photo. That's the international sign for photo.
Ignis
is
cooking a new meal.
Yeah. And then Gladio was sort of like exploring.
Physical.
Yeah. Each character sort of levels up 10. There's like 10 ranks you almost have. Like like you start off and you're an amateur fisherman, but I imagine by the end you're Ahab.
Well, or
Ishmael.
And they're all optional too. Like it's cool because like we went to a point where you come to like a pier or like a dock, and you can take a photo, but you have to hit the button to do it. Like it's not like it's a story moment. And same thing with fishing. Like you choose to do it.
Yeah, we came across this little kitty, and you're talking to the kitty, and you're like, oh, we want to make him food, and you can go and fish to bring the cat food, or you can just not. And that cat probably starves to death.
The big breaking news is that in the first hour of Final Fantasy, you have a conversation, like you speak to a cute dog and a cute cat.
Yeah. It's good.
Heard it here first.
Yeah. Really cool though. There's so much to do. Just in that opening hour, there's so much to do. There's so many side quests. There's so many different. You're hunting. You're gathering. You're exploring.
And even movement. You're walking. You learn how to drive the car manually. You learn how to set an auto waypoint. Like it teaches you all the mechanics that you'll be using for like 100 hours.
Yeah. I can't wait. Obviously, the game was delayed 2 months to the end of November, but honestly, I'm fine with waiting those 2 months because everything looks awesome so far.
And it looks better than it did last time we saw it.
Yeah, because we played it side by side. You played it on PS4. I played it on Xbox One. The only major difference I noticed was it seemed like the load times were a little bit longer on Xbox One.
Yeah,
but the game doesn't have a ton of loading. It sort of loads you into the world, and then
you're in.
We didn't load within that hour, so really cool. We're gonna have so much more on Final Fantasy 15 leading up to its release in November. So for everything else, Final Fantasy and PAX, you're already in the right place. IGN.